Have you ever looked around, perhaps at people older than yourself, and noticed some who seem to shrink with age, while others just keep blooming, vibrant and full of life? It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking aging means slowing down, battling constant aches, or losing our spark. We often hear about the challenges that come with getting older, the memory lapses, the way life can feel like it's shrinking, the sense of losing a bit of ourselves each year. This painful reality can make us dread the very idea of another birthday. But what if I told you that for many, aging is actually a time of blossoming, of gaining wisdom, and surprisingly, a hidden sign that you might be on the path to a long, incredibly vibrant life. Even to 100 without even realizing it, there are subtle, yet powerful indicators that suggest you're not just getting older, but you're aging gracefully, beautifully, and in a way that truly sets you apart. In this video, we're going to explore 6 of these remarkable signs, clues that you're thriving and poised for many more wonderful years ahead. So stay with me, because watching to the very end will reveal something about your own potential that might truly surprise you. Let's dive right in and uncover the first of these incredible signs that you're aging gracefully, and perhaps on the road to a remarkably long life. The first sign is a deep sense of purpose and unquenchable curiosity. This isn't just about having a hobby. Though hobbies are wonderful, this is about waking up each morning with a reason, a project, a genuine desire to learn something new or contribute to the world around you. Think about it. Society often tells us to retire and relax. But for many, a true sense of purpose is what keeps them feeling alive, engaged, and vital. This could manifest in countless ways. Perhaps you're volunteering at a local charity, dedicating your time to a cause you deeply believe in, feeling the satisfaction of making a real difference in your community. Or maybe you've decided to finally learn that new language you always dreamed of, diligently practicing a few phrases each day, finding joy in every new word. It might be mastering a craft, like knitting intricate patterns for your grandchildren, or taking up painting and discovering a hidden artistic talent that brings you immense joy and focus. Some people find their purpose in researching their family history, connecting with long-lost relatives, and preserving stories for future generations. What's truly beautiful about this sign is that it keeps your mind active and engaged. It challenges you, it stimulates your brain, and it combats the feeling of isolation or aimlessness that can sometimes creep in during later years. Why does a deep sense of purpose matter so much for longevity? Well, it's multifaceted. When you have a purpose, you have a reason to stay healthy, a reason to get up each morning, and a reason to push through minor ailments. Research on the world's blue zones, areas where people commonly live to 100 and beyond, consistently highlights having a sense of purpose, or ikigai in Japanese. As a core commonality, it reduces stress, because you're focused on something meaningful rather than dwelling on anxieties. It provides satisfaction and a feeling of accomplishment, which boosts your mental well-being. A mind that is continually learning and engaged remains sharp and resilient. Consider the stories of people who, well into their 80s or 90s, are still writing books, teaching classes, or actively involved in their community. Their brains are constantly being stimulated, forming new connections, and their spirits are kept vibrant by the pursuit of something larger than themselves. This isn't about grand achievements. It's about the consistent pursuit of something that gives your life meaning and direction. Whether it's tending a garden, tutoring children, or simply staying informed about the world and sharing your wisdom with others. Now, moving on to our second incredibly powerful sign that you're aging gracefully and setting yourself up for a long, joyful life. Maintaining a playful spirit and embracing laughter. As we get older, life can sometimes feel heavier, with more responsibilities, or perhaps more losses. But those who age most gracefully often retain a wonderful, lightheartedness, an ability to find joy in the small things, and a willingness to laugh, especially at themselves. This isn't about being silly all the time. It's about a fundamental approach to life that values humor and doesn't let minor inconveniences or even bigger challenges steal your joy. Think of a grandparent who can playfully tease their grandchildren and then laugh heartily when the joke is on them. Or someone who, when faced with a minor mishap, like spilling a cup of tea, can just chuckle and say, "Well, that's just life, isn't it?" instead of getting frustrated. Why is laughter and a playful spirit so vital for longevity? The benefits are profound and well documented. Laughter is truly potent medicine. It reduces stress hormones like cortisol, which, when elevated for long periods, can damage your body and contribute to chronic diseases. By lowering stress, laughter helps protect your cardiovascular system, potentially reducing your risk of heart disease. It also boosts your immune system, making you more resilient against illnesses. Furthermore, laughter is incredibly powerful for mental health. It releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals in your brain, which elevate your mood and can even temporarily relieve pain. A lighthearted, humorous approach to life also strengthens social bonds. When you share a laugh with others, you feel more connected, and as we'll discuss later, strong social connections are another cornerstone of a long and healthy life. People who can find humor in life's ups and downs tend to be more resilient, bouncing back quicker from setbacks. They don't carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, and this mental and emotional lightness translates into physical well-being. So, if you find yourself still enjoying a good joke, relishing a funny story, or simply laughing out loud multiple times a day, consider it a wonderful sign that you are living life with an open heart and a joyful spirit, paving the way for a truly long and beautiful journey. Moving on from the power of purpose and play, let's explore a very visible sign of graceful aging: unwavering physical independence and consistent movement. This isn't about whether you can still run a marathon or lift heavy weights, though if you can, that's fantastic instead. It's about maintaining the ability to do the things you need and want to do in your daily life without significant assistance. It's the person who can still easily get up from a low chair without pushing off with their hands, or who comfortably walks to the local shop for their groceries. It's the individual who still tends to their garden, bending and stretching, enjoying the fresh air and the satisfaction of working with their hands. It's the commitment to integrating natural, consistent movement into your everyday life, rather than seeing exercise as a chore. Think about it: the ability to tie your own shoes, to climb a flight of stairs without excessive breathlessness, to carry a laundry basket, or simply to take a leisurely stroll around the block. These seemingly small acts of independence are profoundly impactful. They speak volumes about your muscle strength, your balance, your bone density, and your overall cardiovascular health. People who age gracefully prioritize this daily movement, not necessarily by hitting the gym for hours, but by making choices that keep their bodies active. This might mean choosing the stairs over the escalator, walking to visit a friend instead of driving, or simply taking regular short walks throughout the day. It's a gentle, persistent effort to keep the body moving, recognizing that movement is life. Even simple activities like housework, dancing in your living room, or stretching while watching TV contribute significantly. This consistency ensures your joints remain supple, your muscles stay strong enough to support your frame, and your balance is maintained, which dramatically reduces the risk of falls, a major concern as we age. When your body remains capable and responsive, it opens up a world of possibilities, allowing you to continue pursuing your interests, connecting with others, and experiencing the world around you. Now that we've discussed maintaining our physical independence, let's talk about a sign that nourishes our souls: strong and meaningful social connections. It's important to understand that this isn't necessarily about having a huge circle of acquaintances or being the life of every party. What truly matters for graceful aging and longevity are genuine, deep connections with others whether it's family, old friends, or new companions you've met through shared interests. It's about feeling loved, valued, and supported, and reciprocating that support to others. We often hear about the dangers of loneliness. And indeed, feeling isolated can have as detrimental an effect on your health as smoking or obesity. But the flip side is true too. Nurturing strong bonds can be incredibly protective. Consider the simple joy of a regular phone call with a sibling, sharing stories and laughter, or the comfort of a weekly coffee with a longtime friend where you can truly be yourselves and talk about anything. It might be the camaraderie you find in a book club, a walking group, or a volunteer organization, where you connect with like-minded individuals and feel a sense of belonging. These connections provide emotional support during tough times, a sounding board for new ideas, and a source of shared joy. They can also encourage healthier behaviors. A friend might inspire you to join them for a walk, or a family member might encourage you to try a new healthy recipe. Studies consistently show that individuals with robust social networks tend to live longer, healthier lives. The feeling of being connected and having people who care about you reduces stress, strengthens your immune system, and provides a buffer against life's challenges. It's about building a web of relationships that enrich your life, keep your spirits high, and remind you that you are part of something bigger. Our fifth powerful sign is something we all engage with daily. A balanced and adaptable approach to diet, not strict rules. In a world flooded with dietary advice, from restrictive fads to confusing health trends, those who age most gracefully often possess an intuitive understanding of what truly nourishes their body. This isn't about rigidly adhering to every new diet that comes along or depriving yourself of enjoyment. Instead, it's about a sensible, sustainable way of eating that prioritizes whole, unprocessed foods, but also allows for flexibility and pleasure. Think of it as a deep appreciation for real food. It's the person who enjoys home-cooked meals, rich in colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Savoring each bite, they instinctively reach for water instead of sugary drinks, and they understand the power of fresh fruits and vegetables. But crucially, they aren't dogmatic. They understand that life is meant to be enjoyed, and that sometimes includes a slice of birthday cake, a favorite biscuit with their tea, or a special meal out with loved ones. It's this adaptability, this lack of guilt around occasional treats, that makes their approach sustainable over the long term. They don't fall off a diet wagon because they aren't on one. They are simply living a life of balanced nourishment. This mindset reduces stress around food, which is surprisingly beneficial for digestion and overall well-being. When you eat with joy and without constant anxiety about rules, your body responds better. This consistent pattern of healthy eating, over decades, profoundly impacts your health. It reduces chronic inflammation, supports a healthy gut microbiome, maintains a healthy weight, provides essential vitamins and minerals, and significantly lowers the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers. It's about listening to your body, understanding what makes you feel energetic and vibrant, and choosing those foods most of the time, while still embracing the joy of a good meal, whatever it might be. This flexible, wise approach to food is a hallmark of someone truly thriving through the years. Now, for our final powerful sign, one that perhaps encompasses many of the others and is truly at the heart of living a long and graceful life. A remarkable ability to adapt and find joy in change. Life, as we all know, is a constant series of changes. As we age, these changes can often feel more significant. Retirement, children leaving home, physical limitations, the loss of loved ones, or even just new technologies that seem to spring up overnight. Those who age gracefully don't just cope with change, they embrace it, they pivot, and they find new avenues for growth and happiness. This isn't about being immune to sadness or difficulty. It's about resilience, a flexible mindset, and a willingness to see new phases not as endings, but as fresh starts with new possibilities. Consider someone who retires from a demanding career, but instead of feeling lost, excitedly explores new hobbies they never had time for, perhaps taking up painting, joining a hiking group, or dedicating themselves to volunteer work. Or think of the person who, faced with a new physical limitation, doesn't give up but finds creative ways to stay active and engaged, perhaps discovering accessible sports or modifying their home to better suit their needs. This adaptability extends to embracing new technologies, like learning how to video call grandchildren who live far away, or navigating online shopping to make life a little easier. It's about remaining open to learning, to growth, and to new experiences, regardless of what life throws your way. This quality is so crucial for longevity because it allows you to manage stress more effectively. When you can adapt, you spend less time resisting what is and more time finding solutions or new paths forward. Chronic stress, as we know, takes a huge toll on the body and can accelerate aging. A flexible, optimistic response to change keeps your mind sharp, your spirit hopeful, and your engagement with the world strong. It means you're always finding reasons to be excited about tomorrow, rather than longing for yesterday. It is this fundamental resilience, this willingness to continually evolve and find joy in the unfolding journey of life, that truly marks someone who is not just aging, but flourishing, and very likely heading for a remarkably long and fulfilling life. So, we've talked about the incredible power of having a purpose and curiosity that keeps you engaged, the simple yet profound benefits of laughter and a playful spirit that lightens life's load, the vital importance of staying physically independent and consistently moving your body to maintain your vitality. We also explored the deep nourishment that comes from cultivating strong and meaningful social connections, and the wisdom of a balanced and adaptable approach to what you eat. Finally, we looked at the ultimate skill of embracing change with joy and resilience, which allows you to navigate life's twists and turns with grace. Remember, these aren't checkpoints you either pass or fail. They are aspects of living, habits we cultivate, and mindsets we nurture over time. You don't have to be perfect at all of them, all the time. Small, consistent efforts in any of these areas can ripple outwards, transforming your entire experience of aging. You are far more resilient and capable than you might give yourself credit for. Every little step you take towards nurturing these signs is a step towards a more vibrant, fulfilling, and potentially much longer life. It's about building on your strengths and gently improving in areas where you feel you could grow. I truly hope this has given you a fresh perspective on what it means to age well, and perhaps helped you recognize some of these wonderful qualities in yourself already. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated most with you? Have you noticed any other signs in yourself or in loved ones who you admire for their graceful aging? Please share your thoughts, your experiences, and your wisdom in the comments section below. Your insights are so valuable, and they can inspire so many others in our community who are also on this journey. If this video brought a smile to your face, gave you something positive to think about, or offered a fresh perspective, please do give it a thumbs up. It truly helps us reach more wonderful people just like you and spread these uplifting messages. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to bring you more insights, encouragement, and inspiration to live your fullest, happiest life. No matter your age, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Keep nurturing your purpose. Keep laughing, keep moving, keep connecting, keep nourishing yourself, and keep embracing all of life's incredible changes. Live your best life, every single day, at every age. You've got this.